Manufacturing was in recession in 2019 before COVID ever got here.
I think
because of the trade wars. Remember those?
I remember those. Andrew, tell me about manufacturing. Did Trump ruin manufacturing, or did he help on the margin before COVID?
No, listen, I think the administration has had a very pro-manufacturing agenda, and I think if you go ask those workers who were able to be employed thanks to the economic policies, they would say the economy certainly was improved under the Trump administration. You've seen the president finally tackle some of the issues with some of our trading partners to deal with some of those problems in manufacturing. And you've also seen just a much better regulatory environment for entrepreneurs, especially in manufacturing. I mean, I think there's no question there that we have a much better economic environment for manufacturers than we did 4 years ago.
Go ahead, Austin.
I mean, hundreds of thousands of people in manufacturing, fewer are working than they were before Trump got there. He's going to be the first president in the history of our data who has fewer jobs than when he started. And 27% of the country thinks we're on the right track. I mean, the bungling of the response to the virus is the first in a series of things that they've done dreadfully wrong. And I think this approach of cutting taxes for high-income people and big corporations didn't work when we tried it before, and it's not working now.
But most people, there's a majority of people that think Trump has been better on the economy, Austin. That's above 50. You're throwing in the COVID numbers again. But anyway, go ahead.
Joe, I'd even add to just it's important to know, too, is certainly the COVID shock had a big hit to a lot of segments of the economy, including manufacturing, small businesses. But I think if you look at the response that the administration put forward, it's pretty remarkable. Within about a month of COVID striking, we'd already conceived of the CARES Act. And really within 60 days, the CARES Act was passed and implemented, providing really critical support to not only manufacturers, but other small businesses and entrepreneurs, the lifeblood of the U.S. economy. I think it's hard to find an economic package that's been as successful as the CARES Act that was conceived and implemented so quickly. You compare it back to the 2008 downturn and how long it took to get economic response legislation through. There's just no comparison. So I think when it came down to, this non-economic event comes along and really hits certainly manufacturers in the economy, the administration was right there with a highly effective response, which I will note was, passed by 96-0 in the U.S. Senate, and on a bipartisan basis. I think that's kind of textbook economic response that you want to see.
I know you went in, Andrew. I was going to ask Austin if he really wants to raise taxes with everything the way it is right now. But you go ahead. I'll defer to you, Andrew. Andrew Ross Sorkin. It's the other Andrew.
Austin, answer if you can answer Joe's question. I got a quick follow-up for Andrew.
Well, I agreed with a lot of what Andrew said. I thought the CARES Act was an excellent move. Now, I will remind you that under the Obama administration, they did pass the stimulus in the first 3 weeks that he was in office. But I think the president deserves credit for campaigning for the CARES Act. I think he does not deserve credit for not campaigning for more rescue and relief money and kind of stopping the negotiations when we desperately needed it. On whether we should raise taxes now, the big corporations and high-income people haven't had a recession. It's only for ordinary Americans that the economy has been suffering. If you look at the top 100 billionaires, their wealth has gone up by almost $700 billion during this crisis. So them complaining, oh, no, we don't want to have to go back to paying our fair share of taxes at a time like this is kind of crazy. And in a system where the president can be a billionaire personally and pay $750 of taxes, that system is screwed up, and we need to change that system.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.